Hey weirdos, welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. We're going to do something super trendy right now. Press-ons have been everywhere. And I do have some that I bought in case you want to see some generic ones, but I figured let's make them ourselves. That way they can be completely custom, your size, your style, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to show you how I did it for my daughter. If you have someone in your life that loves getting their nails done but has the patience of a fruit fly and cannot sit for the process, this is what you're probably going to want to do. I can do her nails, I can design them exactly how she wants them, and she can go and do and be and not bother me while I'm trying to do her nails. So I'm going to leave everything that I'm using down in the box. You don't need a whole lot of stuff. I'm going to use some full cover tips. I'm going to use these sticky tab things, both for the process and for adhesion to the nail later. Everything was super cheap on Amazon. I'm going to start by, I already measured out her sizes, by the way. I'm going to start by applying the tips to this little stand, if you will, and this is where I'm going to do all of the things. Now you can do this with anything that you want. You can use gel, dip powder, acrylic, whatever you want to do, you can do press-ons with. I'm going to do gel because it's super easy, it's super thin, kind of no fuss at this point, less mess, you know, the whole thing. And also, if you have gel allergies, newly developed, happened over time, but you have a lot of gel polish, you can do a gel nail design on these, put them on, and not have to worry about contact dermatitis or anything like that, because it's all going to be fully cured and you should be fine to use your gel on press-ons. So I'm going to go ahead and just, there's a little nubby, I guess, at the front of these tips that I want to make sure I get off. I'm going to make sure they're clean and shaped because I'm not going to file these again after I finish them. If you were doing dip powder on these, you can totally skip this step. This is more me being a little OCD, but I'm just going to make sure that everything is shaped up before we get into the art. Now that I've got everything ready to go, I'm going to start with one nail at a time. And I'm going to do a little gel polish. Nothing crazy. I'm going to do this the same way I would if these were my natural nails or if I were doing tips on myself. I'm going to do 2 full coats of the gel color on each nail. And then I'm going to do a little nail art later. Nothing crazy, but this is all you need if you want to do some press-ons. Another great pro to doing press-ons, if you are somebody that really struggles with doing nails on your dominant hand, this is a great way to do it because you can use your dominant hand to do literally everything, and you don't have to worry about using your non-dominant hand to attempt nail art or try to get your gel polish perfect or anything like that. Really love press-ons, especially for that purpose. Another great pro that I've noticed about press-ons is you can apply these with literally anything. If you want to use gel to adhere them, glue to adhere them, the sticky tab things to adhere them, literally something for everybody depending on how long you want to wear them. For me and my kiddos, I like using the adhesive tabs only because they can wear them during the day, pop them off at night, and put them back on when they feel like it. They can rotate sets as they feel in the mood for certain colors or certain designs and not have to worry about keeping them on for a whole week. If you're anything like me or my kiddos, you get bored. You get bored after a week or so and you want a new set, but maybe you're not ready to do the whole removal, soak off, file off, what have you. Do a whole nother set. This is a great way to rotate colors, have a different manicure every day if you want, and not have to destroy your nails or dehydrate your nails with acetone, cut your nails up with a file. This is a great way to get as many looks as you want without any of that hassle. Now, does that mean I'm going to be doing press-ons forever? Absolutely not. I like doing my own nails. Will I do more press-ons going forward? Probably. Let me know if you guys are into it and what you guys might want to see. I did play around with this with press-ons using dip powder, so if you want to see that, let me know down below and I'll put that together for you. But I'm literally loving the way these came out. Wait till you see the picture on my little one later. They're absolutely beautiful. So the 2 colors that I'm using one from Color Club. That was that beautiful red color. This one is a neutral color that I got from Gelish in PR. If you didn't see that Gelish video, I'll leave that up in the cards for you. I think it is up already. If it is up, I'll leave it up in the cards. but I'm just using regular gel polish. And can you use regular polish with these? Absolutely. Like I mentioned, you can use anything you want. You want to throw on some pretty builder gel, put on some builder gel. The idea though is you want to keep these as thin as possible just to have them look more natural when you apply them to your natural nail. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the base color for all of these, and then we're going to get into a little bit of nail art, and then I'm going to show you what they look like fully applied to my little one. So I'm keeping it super simple with the nail art. I wanted to have a little bit of flair on the neutral nail. So I'm just going to take a liner brush and that same red gel polish and do a couple of, I don't know, swoopy lines, if you will. I'm going to grab a glitter in a little bit. I felt like I needed a little pop of sparkle, so I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. And that's literally it. And again, I'm doing this all with my dominant hand. That way I don't have to use my non-dominant hand for anything, because if you're anything like me, you're probably pretty useless with your non-dominant hand. It's a struggle. It's always been a struggle. People ask me all the time, how do you do this with your non-dominant hand? Lots and lots of practice, lots of patience, and if you still can't, press-ons. It's the easiest way to do nail art on your dominant hand that I have found, at least. Can you do this not on press-ons? Of course you can. But if you don't have to, why would you want to? So I went ahead and made sure the nail art and everything was fully cured, and now I'm just going to go in with my gel top coat. And again, if you're using regular polish or dip powder, you do not need to use a gel top coat. You can use whatever top coat you want. You want to throw on regular nail polish top coat, that's totally fine. You can do that too. I'm using the top coat from Gelish. It is a top coat you need to wipe off, which I don't really mind. Honestly, the gloss is beautiful on this top coat, so I will wipe off the sticky layer if it means I'm going to have a gorgeous shine at the end of it. Totally personal preference, so you can use any top coat you want. I'm going to give that a cure for 60 seconds. So that's fully cured. I went ahead and wiped off that tacky layer, and these are done. Totally done. ready to apply when ready for them. I'm going to go ahead and do her other hand, which again was no trouble at all because she didn't have to sit there at my table fidgeting. She did want a little bit mismatched, so we did a little bit different on the other hand, and that is literally all. But here's something that I also found that I thought was super cool. If you're going to do a few sets of these, on Amazon I found these adorable little baggies that come with these cards and some double-sided tape. I'm going to throw the double-sided tape onto one of these cards, and then I can stick the press-ons onto the card, put it in the baggie, and there's press-on storage. So if you're going to do a few sets of these and you want to keep them somewhat organized, granted, I don't really care what you do with them. If it were up to me, I'd throw them in a Ziploc. But if you want to be, I don't know, a little bit more Pinterest person and keep it super organized, this is a great way to do it. All you gotta do is take that red overlay off of the double-sided tape, stick your press-ons right on that double-sided tape, and you're good to go for your press-on storage. How convenient is that? And now you know what finger goes where. Now let's talk about adhesion to the nail. Again, you can use anything you want to adhere these. You can use the sticky tabs, you can use glue, dip base, which I always have. You can use gel if you want to go that route. I personally prefer the tabs. As mentioned, I like to be able to remove them when I want to, put them on when I want to, and not have to worry about struggling to remove. So here's what they look like on my little. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope your day is as beautiful as you are. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.